Oh, that's what I wanted to tell you. Did you hear the shit they found at Michael Jackson's place?
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me think of what it could be first.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely underage child porn. Maybe a body.
No. Well, just go ahead with your ideas.
Let me think what else it could be. Like a whole underground ranch, like another whole play area for when the apocalypse comes, that kind of thing. Or possibly even some unreleased tapes of music that you never put out.
What if they found a cache? Let's be honest here. They found a cache of photos of Michael Jackson getting his dick sucked by boys. And right next to that cache was one of the best goddamn albums that Michael's ever put out. And what if the music company is the ones that found it?
Wait,
and they get together, they have a little music meeting. What do we do here? Listen, we got two options. Either everybody assumes that he fucks some kids, but there's no proof. So we forgive him and we buy his music. Or we let these photos get out and we ruin the legacy of one of the greatest artists of all time. Look, we're not going to save these kids from sucking his dick. They sucked his dick. It's gone. It's water under the bridge. It would be a greater crime if we didn't release this music to the public.
Now you're talking like a Jew.
We burn these dirty photos. They're going to cost money. They're going to take food out of the mouths of your children. These photos.
Well, that's not fair. My children didn't do anything.
It's not fair. Your kids didn't do anything.
My children didn't come onto a superstar.
Sal, your kids are good kids. They deserve the best education they can. Point. We can't sink this ship. Let's burn these fucking pictures. They probably have a furnace going 24/7 at any major record label just in case something like that comes up and they could chuck a hard drive in there.
What did they find?
They found photos of adult bodies with kids' faces engaged in pornographic acts. Like weird pornography, allegedly. This is all allegedly.
Who alleged?
Because I haven't seen it, and I don't know what's. Yeah, pull up one of the articles, so we can.
It's even more than what you're just saying.
Well, it's animal mutilation too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
he had photos of that.
Yeah, he had photos of. I might have some of that too. Among the items found were pictures of adult bodies with children's faces superimposed on them, sexy pictures of his nephews in their underwear, pictures of bleeding children and animals, including a photo of a child holding what looks like a goose bludgeoned to death, diaries, audio tapes, videotapes, prescription drugs to treat sex addiction. One insider claimed that Michael Jackson had a book called Room to Play, which included a picture of John Benet Ramsey lookalike with a noose around her neck.
What?
Okay, but what is that one insider? Whoever that insider is, like, I never trust that when I read that somewhere.
And you can't show the pictures we're talking about because underage stuff.
Yeah, but
then how am I supposed to form? Nah.
It's hard to form an opinion.
Yeah,
but that term, one insider,
a lot
makes
of this
me
stuff is
super
used
skeptical.
to desensitize the church. Oh, right. It could be one liar.
Well, the problem is, like, when you say something like that, one insider, what that tells me is you either don't have enough evidence.
Whoa, back up. No, other way, down. Yeah. Okay. Ron Zonin, a former Santa Barbara DA who was on the prosecution team, told Radar. Okay, and then.
Whoa. Okay, well, that's
an actual person.
He's saying something. Yeah, he's saying a lot of this stuff was used to desensitize the children. He added, we identified 5 different boys who all made allegations of sexual abuse. There's not much question in my mind that Michael was guilty of child molestation. Woo, that's heavy.
Yeah,
but we kind of knew that.
But that's also a guy who can never prove it, so maybe he's still like.
See, but what's the weird shit is like the
wow, he looks great in his mugshot.
He looks really different.
Yeah, that skeleton, Michael.
Well, he looks like some sort of a creation. Like that's barely a human anymore. Whatever he's done to his face.
He looks like CGI of like 2 years ago.
So strange. Well, you know what it looks like?
Claymation, maybe? What?
Yeah, like a claymation. I was just going to say that. Yeah, like some sort of like a
Pinocchio?
Artistic representation of someone, not an actual someone. Well, that's what they're saying. Michael Jackson had some sort of a sex addiction. Jesus. Dark. Super dark, like midnight. Ugh. It's just spooky that guy was doing that to these kids while he was the biggest star in the world.
I mean, we all know it's true.
Mm-hmm.
Why are people still going no?
Because they don't want to. They don't want to believe.
Come on.
There's an elementary school in Hollywood. The auditorium for the school is the Michael Jackson Auditorium.
Oh, no.
Really?
Well, feel free to change that whenever you.
At least change to auditorium with ODD.
That's Jamie's version of for sure change that.
Feel free.
Oh, that's so true. God, how weird.
That many allegations.
Yeah, well, he's
For
100%
sure.
guilty. If they're saying that they have all this stuff,
Yeah.
that's just, it's weird stuff too, man. The mutilated animals and shit. Like, what's, But-
And if people still be like, he did everything but. He did everything but. He just liked to cuddle with them at night, didn't do anything creepy to them. He looked at pictures, sure, but that's not actions.
Well, if you take a kid's head, here's the thing. That might be the only way he could legally possess child pornography.
If you what?
That might be the only way he could have legally possessed child pornography is
He
by
took the
taking a
pictures.
photo. No, taking a photo of a kid's head and putting it on an adult's body where two adults are having sex, which is apparently what he did. He superimposed the photos or had someone do it. That might be like a legal loophole that allows you to watch child porn.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where you could have that and,
You'd
and
have
people.
to do a really good job of it, but yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to watch
What's
a
up?
young
I
boy.
don't know if there's any loopholes for child porn.
But it's not child
No,
porn.
you just have
'cause
a
it's
picture
adult
of
porn.
a guy, of a little boy's face.
No, I think you might have a point though, because I think I read something recently about they were taking, God damn it, what was they were saying? Oh, it was about, it had to do with anime and it had
Yeah.
to do with animated stuff, and they were it was pretty explicitly saying that even animated child pornography, like if you did like CGI child porn,
That's wrong too?
Yes, yes,
Wow, really?
yeah, right.
What
But
does it
if they're
say?
like,
It fosters an urge?
what if they're like little anime baby pandas?
It seems like a release an urge. Gotta let him jerk off.
It's hard because you know what? I'm with you,
And no one gets hurt in the
and
making
I
of
feel
it.
like a hypocrite because I've always resisted the pornography equals rape of women
Yeah.
idea because I just don't think it. But then again, it doesn't do that to me. Just because it doesn't do that to me doesn't mean it can't foster that in somebody. But it's one of those things where, like, okay, look, if you
but
eat a
just 'cause
whole
someone
bottle of
can't doesn't mean-
aspirin, you could fucking die.
Yeah.
Should we only sell aspirin one at a time to prevent death?
Yeah.
Should you have to go to the store and buy one aspirin, or should I fucking trust you with 100 aspirin in your
I
house?
say trust me.
Trust you, right? So that's got to be the same way with porn, because for a lot of us, you watch porn, you're just watching two people have sex, you get excited, you jerk off, you feel better, you move on with your life.
Yeah.
You're taking care of a biological need.
Oh,
It
yeah.
doesn't. It doesn't foster some fucking need to rape in a
I
normal
get
person.
more aggressive when I haven't had sex in 2 weeks.
I like how you bend down when you say that. You're like, oh, I get more aggressive.
Yeah.
You started thinking
I mean,
about
like, that's what
Choky
gets me
Ari.
worked up. Not getting laid.
This also
not
could
watching
not
porn.
be true. There's been an update as of today, since we've been doing podcasts, that say Michael Jackson's estate reached out to Vanity Fair and said everything in these reports, including what the county of Santa Barbara calls content that appears to be obtained off the internet or through unknown sources, is false.
Oh.
Of course they would
And
say
maybe that guy just still had to get him because he
Yeah,
could
It's
never
just
prove it.
it's one website that
Could
started
be.
reporting all this, so it's all stemmed
that
from
could be. It could all be bullshit.
Yeah.
Totally could be bullshit.
You know what? I'm going to throw out the evidence of that guy, the former DA, because he's definitely got an axe to grind. He's not
could.
impartial.
He could be, upset that he didn't nab that guy.
Yeah. So he's just
Who
talking
the
about it
fuck
now.
knows, man. It's
It
when
doesn't
you
mean
know.
everything's thrown out.
Here's the thing, right? If you know,
Yeah.
like if you knew that guy